Welcome everybody to the Berea Tourism Commission Wednesday, October 9th, 2024 meeting in council chambers, 304 Chestnut Street, Berea, Kentucky. We'll now call this meeting to order, and we'll start with having a roll call of our members. Alex Sipple.
Here.
Donna Brewer.
Here.
Bill Gover.
Here.
I'm Bill West and present, and Laura and Shelley Wolf are not here today. We'll everybody check the agenda and see if we can get a motion to approve the agenda as is, or any motions to amend or anything.
I will motion.
Got a motion?
Second.
A second to accept the agenda as is. Any opposed? None opposed. Approval agenda passes unanimously. Bring your attention to the approval of minutes of September 11th, 2024. Please take a second to review them and see if you have any amendments or changes you'd like to suggest or approval thereof.
I will motion.
Got a motion to accept as is, motion to accept as is. Do I have a second to accept the minutes as is? I have a second. Any opposed? Motion to accept the approval of the minutes for September 11th, 2024 passes unanimously. We'll move on to item 5 on the agenda, which is the interim director's report by Danny Giff. Danny?
Good afternoon, Commissioners. We have a lot of great things going on in tourism right now, a lot of things that I'm excited to talk about. But we'll start with our visitor information. So for September of 2024, we had 1,583 people come into the visitor center with 113 calls. So we did see a little bit of an increase over August. That is fairly normal for this time of year, as we do get quite a bit of fall travel. So in terms of the Welcome Center, we have some new photos and historic items that have been donated to us, mostly dealing specifically with the L&N, and we are so thankful to get those pieces. We're going to be working on a new display to show off some of those for this winter. And I do want to also send a big thank you to Robert for creating some informational signs for us. Of course, we don't think about, being in the location that we're in being quite as affected by the hurricanes and the floods as everyone else, but we see so much travel through to those areas, especially with our Colette buses, that we run into issues all the time where people will come here and say, well, we're here, we were heading there, but we don't know what to do. So Robert compiled these really great informational sheets where you can scan a QR code and get up-to-date information on weather and road conditions. So, and that's something that's been used a lot. So we are incredibly thankful for that. Beautification and maintenance. We put up our fall decorations around the Welcome Center, our new photo op area, which is where the rocking chair used to be in Old Town. We did a great big photo op there. We did decorations at City Hall, Fee Park, and the Pavilion. I would like to say that was a one and done situation, but with the weather, we have decorated and redecorated a couple more times. But that's just how it is this time of year, and we're happy to keep doing it. We've started our planning for Christmas decorating, and we do have a goal this year to expand our decorating footprint around town. Now, the plan as of right now is to also fully decorate the bridge up by Foley's and Fee Park specifically, and then do a little bit more around the Pavilion and maybe even Memorial Park. Because, we do so much around Old Town, we want to really spread the love and share, with more of the town and really build out on that in the next few years. Fall Learn Shops are scheduled for October 25th and 26th, and they include stained glass, rug weaving, pottery, broom making, campfire drumming, We have added more classes in basket weaving. We have also added blacksmithing. And as of right now, we have 20 different classes available with 3 new mediums and 2 new instructors. So this was brand new for us. We've never done a fall session quite like this, and we weren't really sure, you know, especially with the timing of it, with it coming after fall break, how that would affect. But we have sold tickets to nearly every single class. So we're pretty excited about that. Tickets for that will remain on sale until October 25th. And the survey has now gone out to the artists for them to propose their classes for Make It, Take It, Give It. So we'll be seeing some pretty cool Christmas and holiday themed classes rolling in soon. Tourism, I wrote on here hosted, I meant sponsored. Tourism sponsored the Japanese delegation's welcome reception on October 4th at Honeysuckle. Thank you to everyone who attended, and thank you so much to can't even talk today. Bill, Dee, and Marianne for just putting together a really great night for us. Tourism also coordinated artist demonstrations in the Old Town Artisan Village on Berea Day, which was yesterday, and that featured demos in woodworking, blacksmithing, and glass blowing with our brand new glass artists. So that was the first time I ever got to see them demo. They are awesome, the way they work together. People love to watch them, and they're going to be a huge asset to the Artisan Village. And I do want to also thank Becky and our entire part-time staff for all of the efforts that they made to make this visit a great one. They jumped in at any time, they helped, they participated, they really wanted to be a part of it, and we're incredibly thankful for that. Moving on to professional development, our full-time staff will be attending the Kentucky Tourism Industry Association Annual Conference. That's November 13th through 15th. The workshops this year are really exciting. That includes workshops in agritourism, group tour planning, meeting the needs of travelers with disabilities, using podcasts for advertising, and increasing leadership effectiveness. And that's just a small chunk of what they have to offer. We're also going to be doing something this year that we haven't done in the past. We're going to be participating in voluntourism, and that is with the first day of the conference. Everyone who attends the conference has the opportunity to sign up for a day of service. So our day of service, I actually gave you guys a sheet about it that'll give you pretty much the whole description, but we will be at the DCCH Home for Families and Children. And that is a residential facility geared primarily toward children who have been removed from abusive homes. So they cater to all 120 counties, which is a reason that they really worked to find, you know, a way that we could give back in a way that helped the entire state. So we will be going there. We will be making breakfast for the kids, participating in learning activities, crafts, reading to them, and really just spending time with them, you know, to try to help create a less stressful environment. Along with that, they do ask that we help provide personal care items. So we are asking for anyone who is interested in participating. We will be taking donations of personal care items up until November 12th, and then we'll be hand delivering those as well. So going on with that, I know KTIA is something that we participate in every year, and because of that, we have canceled the November session. So I would like to request that we look at canceling the November session and maybe replacing that with a work session on a different day, if that would work with you all. Absolutely. I can send you some dates. We've got quite a bit of opportunity throughout November where we could do this, and we could work through the 2024 events breakdown during that time as well.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Okay, and the last thing on my list is just that I have a 2024 events breakdown attached. Now this one does not go into a whole lot of detail because I really just wanted to give you all a chance to read it and get your input on what you would like to see. But what I have included on here is the month, the project, and what our typical roles and responsibilities within that project are. So that will give you a little bit of an idea of a lot of the background work and sort of how some of these things start to overlap. And that is all I have for my report. Any questions? Yes. I can pull that for you. I think we're right about the same. Yeah, we've not made any major moves up or down from last year.
Now we'll move on to the group tour plan report. Should be Emily. She's not with us. I think Jamie's
Okay, so Emily left me with some notes on her groups that she had, starting with the Appalachian Writers Conference. This was hosted at Boone Tavern. Tourism provided them with Berea informational bags and arranged a public art scavenger hunt. The scavenger hunt encouraged the conference attendees to explore all of Berea instead of just staying right around College Square. It gave them an opportunity to sort of spend their evening getting to know the entire city. There was a quilters group of 9 women who came to town on a day trip to view the Old Town area. They wanted to see some of the artists working, but didn't want to officially arrange demonstrations. So they were still able to see some of our artists around Old Town, and they specifically came for quilting in Berea because that was something that they had heard a lot about. So we were happy to point them in the direction of some great places to see quilts, and especially seeing things being made, you know, like at the Old Town Fabric Shop. Colette Tours came twice in September. They love using Berea as a short stop for lunch and a few hours of entertainment before moving on. Colette's first visit, they were able to see the new glass blower Jacob Moody and give a short demonstration before he officially opened, and the group was thrilled to be there with him. They said his charisma and passion was inspiring. Their second September stop was during Hurricane Helene. They were nervous about their next stops to Gatlinburg and then on east, but because of our part-time staff, their worries were put at ease. The staff had road closures and other Department of Transportation information for each affected state at the ready for our guests so they could plan detours and changes of plans a little easier. And then the last group that she had was First Baptist Church from Cookeville, Tennessee. They used Berea as a stop for lunch and entertainment on their way to their next stop. Now, this is one thing that we've talked a lot about, and it was really kind of interesting to watch it play out and to see sort of our staff jump into action because one of those buses was headed to the Biltmore, which of course they had to change direction. They had to change course of action right in the middle of their trip. They had no way of knowing a week or so before when they got on that bus that their final destination was no longer viable. So Emily and the staff really stepped in, giving them options, handing brochures to the tour guide operator to give them options that he could send back to the company of where they could go from there to salvage the rest of the trip. And that's something that has really spurred a bigger conversation with us of how can we create plan Bs, not just for, you know, the situation in North Carolina, but overall. Let's say, let's go ahead and make a plan B if someone is heading to Gatlinburg and can't get to Gatlinburg, or heading up north and can't get there. How can we reroute them and give them options? Even if those options don't stay here all the time, that type of service is going to bring them back here because they know that they can trust us and rely on us and work with us. So that's something that has really spurred some conversations with us. And I would say if you have any questions, let me know, but I'm telling you, Emily is the absolute expert on this one. So if you have anything, please email it to her, and I know she'll get back to you quick. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll move on to our media manager, given by Becky Hurt.
Good afternoon, commissioners. So, you'll see me playing with the mouse over here. I'm going to try to make sure that that doesn't go to sleep so I can show you all a video at the end. As far as since the last time I saw you all, I would say the biggest projects would be we filmed WHAS 11 Great Day Live on September 17th. That's going to be an hour-long special. That show is out of Louisville. We are doing that through RPM. So we filmed that on September 17th. We had 8 different segments that will be compiled together for that hour-long special. So whenever Marissa, our ad rep at RPM, sends us the link, we will definitely get that to you guys if you want to watch as well. And I will be posting like a teaser soon on social media right before we air that too. So that was one of the biggest projects since the last time I saw you all. Another one would be that we completed our content shoot, our 3rd one with RPM in October, or on October 3rd. So we just did that. And I really think now that we have 4 of these shoots total, I feel like we're getting a very well-rounded view of Berea with everything that we're covering. As far as current media projects, I'll just highlight a few with RPM. We will have an online sponsored editorial with Group Tour Magazine. I am going to be working with Emily on that. That's an article that they write about us, but they send us a Q&A, and that is her expertise, of course, so we will be partnering on that. I'll talk about social media ads in just a second, and connected. We have our 15-second YouTube spots. Those are non-skippable, and connected TV 30-second spots that are about to run. Mobile ID or mobile device ID targeting, display ads, and then we have our 3rd banner ad coming out with Lex Today, Lou Today, and Indy Today. So those are the things that we currently have going on with RPM. With Fox 56, they are also playing our 30-second overview commercial, 15-second outdoor commercial, 15-second craft commercial, and they are about to run our 2nd website homepage takeover, and it will be an outdoor theme. We will have 4 of these homepage takeovers. The first one advertised our summer concert series. The second one will be outdoor, and we're thinking for the last 2 that we're going to do something craft focused with the holiday giving season coming up. And we may use one to promote some of our events coming up in November too, like Shop Small or Mayor's Merry Mingling. Next week, we have Out and About with Deanne Stevens coming on Wednesday, so we're very excited to have her here in Berea. So these big video projects, they keep rolling on. We've got a few more left this year. So I've been organizing what we will shoot, and I'll be assisting on the day of, as well as Danny will be going around with this too. We have sent out an email blast for Festival of Learn shops. I also included one of these for you all if you guys would like to put that out at your place of business. That would be awesome. So Learn shops are in full swing, and I will be sending out 2 more email blasts, like when we're 2 weeks out, 1 week out, for people to register. We've also consistently been promoting on social media, of course, too. And I also included for you all a holiday decorating flyer. It's a little half sheet to invite you all to decorate the town. Our theme this year, again, is going to be turning Berea into a Christmas village. What we think is so special about a Christmas village is that each place of business or home is unique and can add their own details and charm. So that's what you see in there. That's something that I'm bringing around to the merchants to invite them to decorate and to hopefully be decorated by November 19th. That gives us some time to be decorated for upcoming marketing, Shop Small Saturday, and the Mayor's Merry Mingling. So future projects, again, our big ones are going to be that final winter content shoot with RPM. We are thinking that this will be more retail focused because, again, that holiday gift giving season, and we are hoping to capture some decorations in that shoot as well. That'll be on November 21st. We also have Live from Chevy Chase coming on November 8th, so that's another big video project as well. So those two ladies are wonderful. They're great hosts. They'll be coming on November 8th, and I have been organizing who will be in that shoot as well, and I'll be there assisting on the day of. We have two more homepage, oh, I already mentioned that to you, but we've got more homepage takeovers with Fox 56. And we will be creating marketing for Make It, Take It, Give It soon, and that will, of course, include social media posts, adding it to our website, email blasts, and posters for around town. And we will be creating marketing for Shop Small Saturday and the Mayor's Merry Mingling soon. So I know it's hard to believe, but we're heading into that time of year. So we've got holiday decorating, Mayor's Merry Mingling, and Shop Small Saturday on our minds. If you go to the next page, you will see my social media numbers. There, I know we talked a little bit before about how our paid advertising affects those social media flights. So if you flip not to the next page, but to the page after that, you'll see I included this. These were the ads that we ran on social media September 16th through October 13th. And you can see when you look at this graph here, how that affected our numbers across the board. That's going to positively impact those. And we have another flight starting October 28th, and it will run through November 24th. So if you're looking at this page, this is what we have already ran, and I'm waiting on the proofs for our upcoming flight, but I have asked them to switch out the dining picture for an Apollo's picture from our new content shoot with that big Berea mural that you've seen at Apollo's, I'm sure, in the background, a hiking photo as we head into fall, and then we switched out that broom making photo to the Wood Turned Snowmen by Tim Wade to kind of add a little holiday flair on our craft portion of our social media marketing. Okay, and if you flip to the back of your packet, that page that I just made you skip, these were in your packet last time, but I did keep them in here. This is our print media that I kept anything in here that will be running October, November. So this is kind of what you can find as far as print media goes, magazines and such. And we also brought each of you a Travel Host magazine. If you want to find that, we are on the cover, so that's very cool. We've got one of our Berea hands on there, and then we have also tabbed for you to see that we have a kind of half-page article in there. This issue is October, November, December, so we've got this on the front, and then the goal with the half-page article, if you read it, I highlight all of the strengths of Berea, but I tried to focus it on outdoor a little bit because I feel like in the fall, that's what people want to come here for. And then if you flip to the next page, we have a more holiday themed full page ad. So I was trying to get fall and holiday in the same issue. And if you look next to the half page article, you will see their calendar of events. We've got a few events on there, but that is actually our Mrs. Claus and Santa from the Mayor's Merry Mingling. So they added that in there as well. And in the very back of your packet, you'll just see that half-page holiday decorating handout, the Learn Shop one, as well as Make It, Take It, Give It, Save the Date. But we will get started on a full-page flyer for Make It, Take It, Give It here very soon. And we just received our content from our summer shoot, so I thought I would show you guys the 30-second commercial that we received. And I guess we don't. Do you think I should hit the lights? Or do you think it's probably okay? We can see it.
Uncover the natural beauty in Berea. From the peaceful oasis to the secret gardens. With fishing, canoeing, camping, and more. Experience unique flavors you can only find here. From finer dining to delicious cafes, we know you will find a new favorite. Craft your adventure. Visit Berea.com.
Do you all have any questions for me?
Thank
All
you,
right,
Becky.
thank you so much.
You were so thorough, there's no questions.
All right.
All right. We'll move on to the public comments section. Since we had no public, I guess there is no public comments. So going to commissioners' comments. Does anybody like to make any comments before we close? Will?
I'd just like to say on that deal with like the routes and everything, that was so clever. I seen when y'all shared that, no one else was really doing that. So I'm sure that really helped a lot, because it amazed me just how many like people we get come through this area from the Carolinas. Like before this, I would have thought, you know, we're a north to south kind of area, but we had so many reservations. I know at the RV park that had to reroute and come around, you know, to a different area and change. So it was like that was definitely very eye opening. I just thought that was great that you all did that for people that was displaced by it, and just to kind of show them some good routes around. And I'll have to say, like the Facebook ads, I've been seeing them. I don't know if it's where I was in Alabama for half the week and came back. It's like I've seen all kinds of Facebook ads. It's just really great to see for Berea. And it seemed like it's definitely a lot of information out there.
Thank you, Will. Anybody else? Donna? Will? All right. Well, we thank you for everybody for their time. And do we have a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
We have a motion, a second?
Second.
Second. Any opposed? Unanimously passes. This meeting's adjourned. Thank everyone.